What's going on, people? Machiavelli Mills TV. So look, y'all, last night we saw Mr. Sebastian Fundora get the TKO win over Erickson Lubin. And that was a crazy ass fight. Nothing but action all the way through. Them boys was thumping, getting at it close quarters, inside, banging it out, right? And I'm going to say this about Mr. Sebastian Fundora. This dude, I don't know what the hell, his punch output is crazy. He's a valiant puncher that never stops being relentless. To me, he reminds me of a taller version of Antonio Margarito, right? A guy that's tall and big, but doesn't like to use his height at all. He prefers to brawl inside. Fundora got an 80-inch arm reach and don't use it at all. I'm like, damn. This dude like to go in the inside and bang it out. And he slipping uppercuts through Erickson Lubin's guard and shit. And I'm like, this crazy dude, tall as hell, looked like a beanpole, but got power and pop at the end of them punches that I didn't even know he had until he fought. I saw him fight for the first time on Errol Spence's undercard against Danny Garcia. And I'm like, who the hell is this dude? And I'm like, he's 6'6" at 154. That's crazy as hell. But to see the power that he got on the end of them punches, he can clip folks up and hurt them. And what's crazy is he has great recovery ability because he was hurt. And I forgot what round that was when he got dropped by Erickson Lubin while Erickson was hurt. But Fundora came back out like nothing happened and kept on the inside attack. Like I said, slipping uppercuts through the guard, all of that, like, dude, and he didn't even use a damn jab, just close quarters, just thumping. Keep coming, right? And I'm always gonna watch him fight because he's an exciting guy to watch. All the way through and through, you know he gonna come with it, he gonna come to fight and all of that. What's crazy is Sebastian Fundora can be much better than what he really is. If he used his height and learned how to use that, shit, he'd be a real goddamn problem for anybody in the division if he really learned how to use his height correctly. And I think why he doesn't use his height is I'm watching him after the fight. My boy got big bifocals on. I'm like, I don't think Fundora can see that well at all. That's why he tries to keep everything in close quarters, because from range, he can't see that well. So he got to go on the inside. And I'm like, damn, he got to get some LASIK eye surgery or something like that. And that would help him a whole lot in the fight game, right? But the question remains now, after seeing Fundora in these last couple of fights and what he did to Erickson Lubin, because he had my boy Erickson Lubin looking like Martin Lawrence when he fought Tommy Hearns on Martin. Had my boy look like a Kevorkian or something like that in there, and the thing in the middle of his head and all. I was like, yo, this is crazy. But I'm going to say this. I think, because everybody asking, can Sebastian Fundora be beat? I think if he gets in there with Jermell Charlo, he going to find some stuff that he's looking for. Why? Because Charlo throws the type of punches that Fundora was getting clipped with all night. He is a master of throwing those punches. And I know people don't rate Jermell Charlo as the best, most skilled boxer because he had problems with a guy like Castaño and also Tony Harrison, who I think Tony has more skills than Jermell, has a better arsenal. Tony just don't got the chin. Tony don't got the chin that Jermell has, or he doesn't have the chin to take the punches that Jermell and other fighters can throw, right? But Tony's extremely skilled, as y'all saw last night, right? But I think if he ran into a Jermell Charlo, he would be in some type of trouble because, again, Jermell is relentless. He's a lot more skilled than Erickson Lubin, and he's going to target that body. To beat Fundora, you got to aim for that body, aim for the chest area. You're going to clip that chin eventually. He's going to bend down and clip that chin. Don't just headhunt the whole night. Erickson had some nice shots to the body, but I think he was more concerned with hitting him in that head to break him down. You got to break a big-ass dude like that down at the body. Then you got to move in and out, in and out, in and out on him. Don't just sit there in close quarters and thump it out. That's exactly what he wants you to do. I don't think Fundora can use his range and his height at all. So you got to get on the inside and you got to, not inside, you got to go box him. In and out, in and out, in and out. Don't try to stand there in close quarters and just trade with him. However, while Jermell Charlo has a really great chin, that ain't the way to beat him. And I know for a fact, Derek, what's my man name? What's his trainer name? Derek. Derek gonna be like, listen, we not Derek James. Derek James gonna be like, nah, listen, we going for that body, tear that body up and break him down systematically. It's gonna take a very skilled fighter to beat a guy like Fundora. Because if you're not, the dude, like, I don't know, that shit, he never gets fucking tired. Like, Fundora is exciting as hell. And every round, I'm like, God damn. This dude, he don't slow down at all. As the fight goes on, it seems like his energy just stays the exact damn same unless he's hurt. When he was hurt, That's when I was like, oh shit, you know what I mean? But when he is all right and he ain't rocked up, even after he got hurt, the next round he recovered well. It's gonna take a guy that's highly skilled. I'm gonna tell y'all this: if Errol Spence or Jamel or Terrence Crawford was in that division, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. They fucking Fundora up. Them dudes, them some elite type fighters. They would fuck Fundora up and expose his weaknesses on a different type of level. However, at 154, the guys aren't extremely, like Tony is really skilled, but I don't think Tony got the chin to withstand some of them punches that Fundora was giving out. I don't know if Tony does, you know what I'm saying? But what's crazy is styles make fights, because Tony manhandled Garcia last night. He manhandled him, and Garcia gave Fundora a tough ass out the last fight. You know what I mean? So it's all about styles and how guys match up with each other. But I believe like a Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence, oh my God, they smoking Fundora. Smoking him like a pack of Newports. It ain't even close. But Fundora's young. He got time to learn and has time to learn how to use his height and fight on a better scale, because when you go up in rank and keep fighting these top level opponents, you're going to go up against some stuff you ain't seen before or haven't experienced before. You're going to run into some adversity. So they're going to have to show him how to do a little bit more things and to work on his defense. Because, again, he was getting hit from Erickson Lubin when Erickson was hurt. Erickson was still throwing them hammers. No pun intended either. He is the hammer. You know what I mean? He was throwing that stuff. He was throwing some crazy shots at him. And Fundora was still getting clipped, even by a guy that was clearly hurt and clearly had his face battered and so on and so forth. But he was still taking some crazy shots, right? So, you know, everybody like, oh, Jamel couldn't handle Brian Castaño, which is true. Jamel struggled with Castaño. But again, styles make fights. Jamel probably light that body up and then do some damage and break him down to the point he bending down. Hit him with some shit. You know what I'm saying? Jamel hit him. Jamel has great hooks. So I hit him with a left hook shot or something like that. He come back around with a straight right. You know what I'm saying? Something like you get him with some stuff and then or left hook uppercut. That'll break him down for real. But you got to work the body and aim for the chest area. Because, again, you're going to eventually clip that chin. Not the head. Not the head at all, man. But, again, Fundora's an exciting fighter. I'm going to watch every fight he fights. He made me a fan of the way the way he fights and all that, for sure. I'm always interested in what he's going to do. I just see holes in his fight game to where if he fought a real elite guy, he would be in some trouble. Now, that's not to say he's not going to progress and improve over time. But we got to see what happens when he fights a guy that has, like, a guy that is really supremely skilled. And, you know, Jermell Charlo feel like nobody at 154 can beat him, as he should. So I know Jermell will be game if he is to beat Brian Castaño and become undisputed. I can see Jermell like, okay, come on, Big Fundora, let's see what it is. Let's see what the hype is about. Let's get it in and scrap. But again, Jermell got to be careful. In and out. Don't sit in close quarters and try to thump it out with big dude. Big dude ass, that's his shit. And he got some stuff that's coming and gonna keep coming. For real. And like I said, Fundora's exciting. What's crazy is that everybody was talking about after the fight, he put his glasses on and got on the phone and how he looked like an IT specialist, right? And I'm like, nah, he just don't carry himself with a tough guy persona at all outside of the ring. But he's exciting, all of that. Again, though, his defense is not strong. Somebody could target him and light him up for days. So he has to be careful and work on that. But I'm going to watch every fight he gets into. I seen J-Rock and them talking. Fundora would stop J-Rock too. I like J-Rock, but J-Rock really chinny. He stopped him. Who else are we talking about? What's the boy name that just lost? Jared Hurd. I think Jared to get stopped too. Truthfully, I like Jared, but I think Jared to get stopped too. It's going to take a Jermell Charlo or a Brian Castaño type guy to go in there and cause Brian Castaño too. It would take one of them guys to cause Fundora problems to where he would get hurt and ultimately lose. For sure. But if a guy like Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford moved up, man, listen. They disposing of Sebastian Fundora at this point in Fundora's career. But he's exciting as hell. And this shit is like this dude is a damn robot, man. This shit is unreal how he's like first of all, his build. It's tall, long tree. You know what I mean? But it's just like how he just in close quarter, them big ass arms be. I said, shit, boy. This mother got a mean streak on him, man. He taunting him after he get up, he's jumping up and down. And all. I said, ooh, This big motherfucker got that shit on him, boy. God damn. You know, but I'm interested to see who could chop that tree down of Sebastian Fundora. But congratulations to Sebastian Fundora from Coachella, California. And we gonna see what he does the next time around. I'm ready to see him fight again. It's some fighters you can't wait to see him get back in the ring. Fundora is one of those guys. Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford. Those are some of the guys like I really want to see. Like I always like watching Deontay Wilder. I like watching Jermell Charlo and them. I like watching Canelo Alvarez. I like watching Canelo and them. So it's always guys that you really just want to see get in the ring again and see, okay, let me see how he gonna do against this guy, that guy, so on and so forth, man. But exciting fight. Y'all let me know who is beating Sebastian Fundora at 154. Leave the comments in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. I'm Machiavelli Mills TV. I'm out. Peace.